As one of the world's leading insurance and reinsurance hubs, Bermuda plays a critical role in global financial stability. That's why recent changes to its group supervision framework, finalized by the Bermuda Monetary Authority in May 2025, are worth paying attention to.
Let's start with the big headline: mandatory group supervision. Under the revised framework, group supervision is automatically triggered when an insurance group is headed by a Bermuda insurer, or when the group's ultimate parent is incorporated in Bermuda and controls insurance entities overseas.
The second major development is the introduction of the designated insurance holding company. While the designated insurer remains the primary point of regulatory oversight, the BMA can now designate a Bermuda incorporated holding company to assume that role, but only in cases where supervision through the designated insurer is ineffective.
Once designated, that holding company becomes subject to the same supervisory and enforcement powers as a designated insurer. But importantly, these powers are to be used only when necessary and always in a proportionate manner, taking into account the nature, scale, and complexity of the insurance group. There's also a right of appeal, and the BMA has committed to engaging with stakeholders before taking enforcement action.
To support a smooth transition, the BMA has introduced a 12-month implementation period once the legislative changes come into force. It also plans to issue separate rules for internationally active insurance groups, reinforcing Bermuda's alignment with ComFrame.
So what's the takeaway? These reforms aren't just technical tweaks, they're a strategic evolution. By aligning with global standards, Bermuda is reinforcing its position as a premier insurance jurisdiction. But with that comes a new level of regulatory scrutiny, and insurance groups will need to assess their governance structures and prepare for a more hands-on supervisory approach.
Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more insights on Bermuda's evolving regulatory environment.